Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC B2964, indicates that the climate control unit in the Honda Accord has lost communication with the front panel. This issue typically arises when there is a malfunction in the data transmission between the climate control unit and the associated front panel interface. In the Honda Accord, the climate control unit is essential for regulating temperature and other climate-related functions within the vehicle. The front panel referred to here is an integral component that interfaces directly with the driver's and passenger's climate settings. Understanding the significance of both components is crucial as they work in tandem to ensure optimal climate comfort. Location-wise, the climate control unit is situated in the dashboard area, often behind the control panel where the user interfaces with it. This diagnosis and subsequent troubleshooting are imperative to restore functionality, ensuring that drivers and passengers experience the intended climate control features. The error code B2964 highlights a communication failure between the climate control unit and the front panel in a Honda Accord. The climate control unit is responsible for managing air conditioning, heating, and overall climate within the vehicle's interior. A breakdown in communication can cause various climate-related features to cease functioning correctly. The front panel acts as the user interface, allowing the driver and passengers to interact with the climate control systems, making it essential for effective operation. The two parts are interconnected electronically, usually through bus data lines, making it crucial that they remain in constant communication. This failure may arise from electrical short circuits, open wires, or device malfunctions, all of which prevent the proper operation of the climate controls necessary for comfort. Several potential causes for the occurrence of DTC B2964 could lead to a lost communication scenario between the climate control unit and front panel. First, loose wires or poor connections may disrupt the electrical signals necessary for proper function. This can often lead to intermittent issues where the system may fail from time to time. Additionally, a blown fuse, specifically fuse number B14, can halt communication altogether, necessitating a fuse check during diagnostics. Shorts or opens in the wiring can also contribute to communication failures. Checking for continuity in the bus data lines is pivotal. Furthermore, either the climate control unit or the front panel may be malfunctioning, requiring a comprehensive check of both components to rule out hardware failures. Each of these possibilities must be evaluated thoroughly for effective troubleshooting and resolution. The symptoms of DTC B2964 manifest primarily through the failure of climate control systems. One of the most noticeable effects is the inoperability of climate controls, meaning that users may be unable to adjust temperature settings or enable heating and air conditioning. Alongside this, dashboard warning lights may illuminate, alerting the driver to the existence of a fault. Additionally, drivers might experience faulty temperature readings, which can mislead occupants regarding the cabin's comfort levels. Intermittent issues may arise, where the climate controls function sporadically before failing altogether. Recognizing these symptoms is crucial, as they push for diagnostic efforts to restore proper climate management and maintain vehicle comfort during travel. The first step in troubleshooting the DTC B2964 involves problem verification to confirm the presence of the issue. Begin by using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear any existing diagnostic trouble codes. This step not only resets the system, but also allows the technician to check if the error reoccurs under normal operating conditions. After clearing the codes, it's essential to turn the vehicle to the off or lock mode and then back to on to refresh the vehicle's systems. Following this, execute the self-diagnostic function either through the HDS or directly via the climate control unit. This process will detect and display any current DTCs that may be present, effectively confirming whether B2964 is indeed indicated again. If it reappears consistently, it indicates a sustained communication failure that requires further inspection. The second step involves checking fuse number B14, an important component of the electrical circuit associated with the climate control unit. Begin by turning the vehicle to the off or lock mode to ensure safety during inspection. Once safety is confirmed, inspect fuse number B14 for any signs of being blown. A blown fuse will disrupt the electrical current needed for proper communication between the climate control unit and the front panel. If the fuse is found to be intact, it leads to the next troubleshooting step. However, if it is damaged, it must be replaced. After replacing the fuse, it's important to perform a recheck to see if the communication error persists. Should the new fuse blow immediately, it indicates a more serious problem, likely a short circuit within the wiring related to fuse number B14, necessitating further investigation. In the third troubleshooting step, the objective is to determine the possible failure area, specifically focusing on the bus data line and associated wiring. Begin by disconnecting the climate control panel's 12P connector. This will isolate the component from the circuit, allowing for a more accurate measurement. Afterward, turn the vehicle to the on mode to power the system. With the vehicle running, measure the voltage between designated test points on the disconnected 12P connector. Test point 1 corresponds to female terminal number 1, while test point 2 corresponds to female terminal number 4. If there is battery voltage present, it confirms that the communication line to the climate control panel is functioning, and you can proceed to the next step. However, if there is no battery voltage, it suggests a deeper electrical issue, and further investigation into the wiring may be needed, indicating possible shorts or broken connections elsewhere in the system. Step 4 involves performing a shorted wire check on the bus data line to ensure there are no faults that could be interrupting communication. First, turn off the vehicle and disconnect the climate control unit connector A, which has 32 pins. Maintaining a safe environment is essential during this phase. After disconnecting, check for continuity between test points on the wiring. The specific test points involve number 299 on connector A and the body ground. By performing this check, you ascertain whether there is a short to ground somewhere in the bus data wire. If continuity is observed, this suggests that the wire is shorted to ground, requiring immediate repair to prevent further damage. Conversely, if there is no continuity, it indicates that the bus data wire remains intact, allowing progression to the next troubleshooting step. The fifth troubleshooting step focuses on verifying the integrity of the bus data line for open wires. As with previous steps, the vehicle should remain in off or lock mode during this check. Continuity needs to be tested between two specific points: number 29 on the climate control unit connector A and female terminal number 9 on the climate control panel connector. By measuring continuity, you can confirm whether these lines are intact or if there is an open circuit present. If continuity is confirmed, it verifies that the bus data wire is functioning as expected, allowing you to proceed to the next check. However, should continuity be absent, it necessarily indicates that there is an open in the wiring, which will need to be repaired. Addressing this issue promptly will restore communication lines and resolve the DTC. In the sixth step, the aim is to check the functionality of the climate control panel to determine whether it is the source of the issue. Begin by reconnecting the climate control unit connector A securely. Then, substitute the existing climate control panel with a known good unit to effectively eliminate malfunctioning hardware as a potential cause. After installing the substitute, you will need to clear any existing DTCs using the HDS to refresh the error logs. Once completed, turn the vehicle to the off or lock mode, then back to on mode. Following this, perform another self-diagnostic function using the HDS or the climate control unit to check for any reemergence of the DTC B2964. If the code reappears, this indicates that the climate control unit itself may be defective and would require replacement. Conversely, if no code is found, it implies that the original climate control panel was at fault and should be replaced. The final step in the troubleshooting process is to verify the integrity of the IG2 AC line and ensure that all electrical connections are functioning correctly. To initiate this step, you need to measure the voltage at the climate control panel's 12P connector while it is disconnected. This involves checking between female terminal number 1 and body ground. If battery voltage is detected, investigate potential breaks in the ground wire. If the ground wire checks out, focus on the ground point at G504 for any faults. In the event that no voltage is present, it necessitates repairing an open in the IG2 AC wire circuit. Conducting these checks is crucial to ensuring that communication between the climate control unit and the front panel does not encounter further interruptions. After conducting the necessary repairs and replacements throughout the troubleshooting process for DTC B2964, it's essential to verify the integrity of your work. Start by clearing any existing diagnostic trouble codes using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This action resets the vehicle's DTC memory, allowing you to check if the repairs effectively resolved the issues. Following this, perform a self-diagnostic test, either through the HDS or manually via the climate control unit. If the previous codes do not reappear, it confirms that the communication line is restored successfully. It's important to ensure that all systems function as expected, confirming that the vehicle's climate controls operate efficiently, thus completing the repair process effectively. Verification is crucial, ensuring long-term reliability of the repairs conducted on the climate control system. Preventive maintenance acts as an essential aspect of vehicle upkeep, particularly concerning the climate control system affecting DTC B2964. Regularly inspecting the connectors of the climate control unit and front panel can help identify potential issues before they escalate into major failures. It is wise to check fuses during routine maintenance to ensure they remain intact and are functioning effectively. Additionally, monitor the electrical connections for signs of wear, corrosion, or damage. These preventive measures can significantly reduce the likelihood of future communication failures, ensuring that the vehicle's climate controls function smoothly and without interruption. Proactive checks create a smoother driving experience and promote the longevity of the climate control systems integrated into the Honda Accord. In summary, understanding DTC B2964 is critical due to its implications for the climate control functionality in Honda Accords from 2017 to 2023. A systematic approach to diagnostics, including verifying problems through existing codes, checking fuses, and evaluating wiring integrity, can lead to effective resolution of communication failures. Throughout the troubleshooting process, recognizing potential causes and symptoms is essential in targeting the repair efforts accurately. Implementing preventive measures, such as regularly checking connections and fuses, can enhance the reliability of the climate control system over time, preventing future occurrences of similar issues. Ultimately, fostering a proactive maintenance culture helps ensure both vehicle comfort and performance. creating an overall positive ownership experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.